So, yeah. 2 races to go, including this one. 173 points for Luke. 172 for Jordi. 168 for Jasper. My question is, who will win the championship? Because, as you know, the title fight is going to be so intense. We still have 5 minutes to go, but I decided to put up this live stream a bit earlier. Hello everyone. Time to edit everything. Oh, I see new announcement. Okay, 14 drivers right now, but there are more drivers active, so don't worry about this. Jordi for World Drivers Championship, 170 points, and let me see, 173 has Luke. 1 point of difference. Sorry for the title. Season 2 race 15, Mexican Grand Prix. Now let me find the thumbnail. Okay. Mikulici also joined, so we have both Hasses. Who do we need? Racing Point Christopher will join during the qualifying, but I need Super Thomas, because he is a reserve for Ferrari. Okay, so who do we need to? Isa is missing. Get picked his team, so okay. There is no loser still. Super Thomas and Jeroen and Chris. So we have 5 people missing. Jeroen joined the lobby, okay. Why people are already doing it, I don't know. Okay, 3 minutes to go. Let me just end the description. 93 subscribers already, so very nice result by you indeed. Respect for this one. Okay, so we are 3 cars missing. We are missing 1 Toro Rosso, which is Super Thomas this race. And yes, Discord has an issue again, okay. What is happening with their servers? I don't know. Mexican Grand Prix, okay. Now it's working. No loser. Probably join in a millisecond. Christopher, and Super Thomas, that's all we need. It will go. Wait, I cannot join. Okay. So again, massive issue on Discord. Honestly, I don't want delays. Okay. Okay, people are already clicking ready, 70 people on the grid. Okay, I live in the lobby. So we will have to wait a second for the invitations. So now do it as soon as possible, please. Okay, Jordi started that invitation party. Okay, so now no loser. Super Thomas and Chris, and that will be okay. So just let me give a second. Okay. So now just last invitations for them, so maybe they will join. Spectate. Everything is done well, except 2 drivers. Okay. I just need to invite Yair. So 18 drivers. So yeah. Okay, as you can see, 3,000 points in rankeds I have, but we don't care about that. 80 drivers. Chris will join the quali. And we're here to watch the second last Grand Prix of the season. Mexican Grand Prix. We had a little delay, but at least you could have seen it. About the after race, which was not broadcasted. If you want to know, Maxro actually won the championship as Tobop has to at least 26 points to beat him. So this means he has to achieve at least pole position and the victory. Actually, he has to win if he wants any hopes. And Maxro cannot score a single point. This is the title battle over in F2? I don't know. Tobop was 4th, Maxro won with pole position. Hercules got the fastest lap, was 2nd, and 3rd was Beetle. 4th was Tobop, as I said. 5th was Pluisenball, who's doing a nice form in F2 League. Unfortunately, he couldn't appear today, as there is no free seat in Ferrari. Qualifying have started. All both drivers will join. So yeah, welcome everyone. Hope you will be having fun today, watching the party title for the championship. Continuing the F2 standings, Team Matt 7th, me Wojtinho was 8th, 9th place was taken by Drunkenstein as my teammate, and 10th was Kyler. Continuing to Constructors Championship, here we have much better battle as Tobab has Racing Point has 252 points, Libanov went out of the garage as first, 239 points have Mercedes, so they have to score at least 14 points more than Racing Point in Brazil to get the Constructors Championship. Third is Haas, 191 points, Alfa fourth, McLaren, Renault, Williams, Red Bull with 108 points, Toro Rosso 88, and Ferrari is last with 63 points. Okay, let me drink some water before Limanov will start his qualifying lap. As we can see, we have cloudy weather, but it's not raining. Most drivers doesn't hurry up. So, yellow flag sector, I don't know which one, it disappeared. About the F1 driver standings, I need to tell you about this, as Luke has 173 points, second is Jody with 172 points, 168 points has Jasper, 132 has Nurloser, and fifth is Ice with 103 points, and sixth is Axe with 90 points. I just want to remind you that Axe, Ice, and Nurloser has a little chance, but Ice and Axe will not achieve the title, but the battle for maybe even before will be so interesting. Limanov actually started his lap. So we'll be watching him. Now he crossed through the corner where Kubica overtook Russell on the race 2019 Mexican Grand Prix. Who remembers that overtake? Just type on the chat. So now Libanov is ending his lap. It wasn't pretty bad, he did no major mistakes. And he doesn't have invalidated lap time. Now he crosses the line, 115.7. It may be beaten, not by Jerome because he has invalidated lap time, but Wolves. He starts. Same as Luma. Got sector 3, Cartner already beat. And same as Luke, 114.8. What a nice lap time by the Dutchman, the leader of the standings. 1 point ahead of Jody. Let's see which tires drivers are putting. Gero and Mikulici only on mediums, rest on softs. For example, I went with medium hard strategy. I finished 12th, but after the penalties, I was promoted to 8th. So this is my pro tip to get medium hards. Bjarne is ending his lap. So he did a little lock up. Now he's about to end. He's on the last corner where, for example, Bottas crashed. He crosses the line to get only 6th place. You can see this season is a disaster for Bjarne. And the first one, he was even fighting for the championship at the beginning, but after renaming himself, he was Real Barca at the beginning of this league. He started getting much worse results. His best result after a second victory in Britain is P5 in Bahrain this season, and that's the only points this season. Jody goes with the fastest lap. Access third. We could see rise of his form during the season as he started not that good. He was 10th in Australia, disconnect in Bahrain. Let's see who's on the lap. Axel replaces today Gniewko, and Super Thomas is supposed to replace Juanita in Toro Rosso, but he still didn't appear. And Loser has a glitch with the engine. Gero and warms up with soft tires. Mikulici did 8th with the mediums. 2 races to go. I just wonder. So now no loser goes with the end of the lap. 110, 111, 112, 13, 14. It won't be the fastest lap, or yes, it is 114.4. Loser actually has only mathematical chances for the championship, but as you can see, they are still real. If he will win this race with pole position, the fastest lap, then he will have 150 points, 159 points even. It's 9 points lost to Jesper, who is third, but there's two chances, to be honest. Lower music volume in audio settings. Okay, just let me give a second. Okay, done. Northern fastest lap. Jeroen is behind him. Look for champions. Well, I don't want to give you any predictions. I have ones, but this is your opinion. Just predict on the... Oh, we have a slide by Jeroen. It was very close to touch the wall. There were 3 crashes on this section, not the stadium section, but the section where Jeroen had the slide on sector 2. Now Jeroen gets to the end of the lap, he gets the position number 7. It's something, like 6 points if he will finish on this position in the race. I say ends his lap, that's P3. The Italian got 2 podiums this season. First one was in Britain, where he physically won, but after the penalty, 3 seconds he got for multiple warnings. This penalty is given by Gay. He finished second behind Jody, and in Monaco he won due to Luke's disqualify after putting wrong tires. So indeed. And Christopher, please join now, or now, I don't know. Wolves is on his lap. Axel started. So we are watching what's coming through the stadium section as he goes to the last hairpin. It's curb a little. Crosses the line, gets 7th place. Racing Point has a lot of bad luck this season. Like, literally in season 1 they were last, as I remember, or one of the last. I'm gonna check it right now. Yes, they were last, 27.5 of a point. Instead they are at least 9th with 45 points. Russell is last with 20 points. Let's see where's Axel. It's Edzax, but Axel is ending his lap, crosses the line, and he has invalidated lap time, but it sucks. Oh, they should have been improved as Axel did 3rd, and Bjarne dropped to the last place, but he will not be last at start. So we are now watching Bjarne, who's on the hot lap. He improved by 2/10, but it gives nothing to gain the position. Why does nobody support me? I don't know, to be honest, Jesper. I support everyone to have a good race today. And Christopher has joined, we did it. Now join the lobby. Now click the ready up. Bjarne comes to the pits. Will's only 13th, as he's the top 10 driver. He's actually on the very nice position number 7 with 65 points and 1 podium in Baku, where the stream broke up with an issue, but at least I saw on the spectator mode the carnage between Luke and Jody on the last straight. Christopher has left. Okay. Okay, I see. I see. I cannot invite you. Ask Lib or Libanov is actually on the hot lap, but maybe after the hot lap. We are watching now Vilzu. There's Williams ahead of him. It's Luke. And ahead of Luke there is Luma. So there was probably a little slipstream, I guess. I will probably go ahead. The internet, I will try again. Ask Libanov if you can, or someone. Now, Luma gets 5th. Where is Luke? Luke comes to the pits. Where is Vilzu? Vilzu stays 13th. Okay, Libanov ends his hot lap. 3 tenths ahead of his best lap time. He may beat Hartnell right now. Not Guyet, way too far. Oh, he had a little slide, but it comes into nothing. Whoa, what is? Again, he could do a spin, but he comes to the pits, even though he has better lap time, much better. Vilzu started another hot lap, but he was by 110. Jasper only 11th. But he's doing another hot lap, so maybe this time he will improve. Matt 8th place, pretty decent by the Frenchman. Invites say not work, but I will try again with one and next, and it actually usually works. Okay. I'm not the host, if you want to know. Yellow flag to sector 2. Our Mercedes, probably doing a little slipstream. Slipstream is okay. It's 5 minutes 40 seconds to go. And I cycle, sorry, Luma comes to the pit, same as Virzu. Now let's see Jasper improve by a 1/10 improve Jero and Jasper only by 30 thousandths of a second. Jasper comes to the pits, he wants to do one more lap, I guess. Everyone did a best lap on soft tires. Now Isa is trying to do a lap on mediums. And he is worse by 1.5 of a second. But is it payable? Hartnell now on the main straight. No loser even have beaten his lap by 1/10. No, even 30 thousandths of a second. 1/10 ahead of Mikulitsi. 2 tenths ahead of Jody. Let's see Jeroen. I guess he didn't improve, but what about Wolves? He's invited lap time. Got starts. Hartnell probably also has invited it or something. Bjarne now comes to the end of the lap. He's improving by half of a second, but he did now a mistake. Probably he locked up and he missed the braking point and turned too light, but it still may be improved. Yes, it is. 15th place for the McLaren. Guy is currently pushing. Same as Mikulitsi. Where is Mikulitsi? Anyway, he started, so okay. Okay, Bjarne. He completely got the Jody gets the fastest lap of the qualifying so far. Only 15 tenths of a second ahead of Nurluzer. If Nurluzer will come to the pits and do a better lap, and will do another lap, maybe he will improve Jody's lap time. Now yellow flags in sector 2. Get doesn't end his lap as he goes to the pits. Ed's currently pushing. So yes, my headphone is dropping down, but half of a second of improvement. It still may give him position ahead of Libanov and Hartnell. Comes to the last corner, but he also enters the pits again. We want to see the hot lap, but everyone is coming to the pits, so I don't know. So now Jody's on the out lap, Luma also. I don't know why this lap is so glitchy, but Luke is pushing and he overtook Luma, so okay. Luke only on the 7th place. So Yeah. Did Christopher join? Do we have to start with 18 drivers, which was actually unmeetable in the last races? And now it's the end of the season. Last corners for Luke. As he doesn't go to the pits. And he may beat even the pole position by Jordi. He gets 114.2. It is the time which may give you that 1 point for pole position. Axel lets everyone by. Oh, not everyone. But at least Matt. There's a Williams behind him. This is Luma. Just let me ask a little question to Chris. Literally everyone except Mikulice and Jordi are old laps or hot laps. So let's see if Matt can improve his lap time. I didn't see the time on the sector 2 and 1, but he has exact time as Jeroen. Both starting in 5th row still. And now Matt's improved, but the table doesn't show it. Okay. Now Axel doesn't start the hot lap as he goes to the pits. Axel lets everyone by. What about eyesight? Got the new softs. Now he goes. No, he does go. Invited lap time for the Italian feels improved as he has 115. Christopher has joined, so hope he will now click the ready up button. And Axel retired from the session. He will not finish better than P5. There's a traffic ahead of Libanov, but he goes through. And now the qualifying is gone. Look ahead of Jordi, but still there may be some improvements. Libanov only loses 0.02 of a second to Hartnell, so he has to be 16th, I guess, as he improved by 3/10. Gerald retired from the session too, so he will not start better than 10th. Now this is the question for Libanov as he goes 12. It's one of the best results in qualifying for him. His best race result was P9 in Belgium. The only points scored in this league. Now Bjarne goes with the sector 3. He did a mistake here earlier. Mikulice retires from the session. We'll go with 19 drivers. Now let's see. Bjarne didn't improve, so it's the end of the qualifying session as Nuruza goes to the pits. Oh, I'm bad at this track. I see P12. What? I didn't expect anything like this. So yeah. The end of the qualifying session. Look at Jordi for the first row. Nurs and Mikulice from the second. Jasper's only P12. What does it mean? Does this mean an intense comeback by Jasper? As if you end it like this, not including the fastest lap, Jasper loses his championship chances. And it will stay between Jordi and Luke. Jasper forever P3 and Nuruza forever P4 in the standings, as they did the exact same positions in season 1. Eight people on the broadcast, so welcome everyone. Super Thomas will not join, so let's say he will get an unreported abstention or something. Now drivers are putting strategies. We have beautiful sunny weather. No one noticed me about the weather problems, so I guess it stays sunny till the end of the race. Drivers are putting the strategies. Wow, really good times. Which was the pole position on our F2 league? Javier, if you want to, if you know it. Yesterday P5 with 114.9. Here it is 114.2. Okay, let me just see. Max 114.0. It was here 114.2. So F1. Okay. Car stop ghosting. Jair joined the lobby. Okay. We have even more interesting case. And Christopher Egg and Jair swap their teams. Pretty okay. Now Luke comes with the lead. And don't worry about Christopher Egg's car, as he will be counted as Racing Point driver. And if he will get points, he will do it for Racing Point, and I will do it for Toro Rosso. Forgive the game. So now let me turn on the telemetry. Okay, it's everything okay. And let's see the tires. Jesper, Gaet and Bjarne on medium, so they are probably doing medium hard strategy, and Edzak is on hard, so probably the reversed medium hard strategy, so he will go with hard mediums. By the way, hope for Luke victory. I can't see stream anymore. Good luck for race and commentary. Thank you Javier. Glad to hear you here. And Luke is actually one of the contenders to win this race, as he is on the pole position, but second is Jody. Now the question is who has a better setup for the straights. And let's see, Ferrari and literally that's it. Ferrari and Red Bull are out of the formation lap with Jeroen. Now waiting for people. Jair joins the lobby during qualifying. And now, okay, Jair parks his Toro Rosso Racing Point. Let's call this one. Okay. So the 5 lights are coming. Luke, Jody, Nurzor, Jesper. It's lights out and away we go. And did Nurzor got this fast jump start? No, he goes with the leadership at the very beginning of the race. Luke, Jody and Mikulici seem to slip at the start, and Luba gets 3rd place in this case. Nurzor is first right now. Let's see what's happening at the back from maybe Edzak's camera. Oh, there was a lot of incidents, as you can see. 4 cars out of the track, same as one of the Hasses is Mikulici. Jeroen, Mikulici, Matt, Bjarne, Harnan and Gaet all involved in the carnage. Nurzor leads the race without a penalty for it, for a jump start. Axel goes 4th, so he gained 1 position, but Christopher is one of the winners of the start as he gets 10 positions up. I didn't see him cut the corner. He needs to now fight wheel to wheel with his teammate Axel. Vils literally has used his all ER deploy for this lap. Christopher fights with Jesper, and behind Jesper there's Libenov. And now Isaac goes to the 5th place. Let's see what's happening in the front. Nurzor has the lead of 7 tenths of a second ahead of Luke. 3rd is Jody, so in this case Jesper is still not losing his title chances. Jair is another win of the start. He got 8 positions up. Guide with 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. As actually the winner of the start, as he did a promotion and avoided the carnage. Wilczuk goes ahead of Axe. We still have F1 going. That's interesting. Now the race came into boring, but Axe has problems and Christopher got slide, but it's not the end of the action between Toro Rosso and Red Bull. Oh, they are relaxed, but they seem to Axe to have it. So let's see. Luke goes with the fastest lap, so let's go to the 1-2 to the front. Wilczuk goes with the fastest lap for Red Bull. Now Luke still didn't overtake, but now Libanov loses a position to Jair and Jasper overtakes Chris to get 8th place. We have yellow flag in sector 2. Who's that guy? And Carter spun. So this is even a bigger disaster for him. But I will definitely have a look to what happened on lap 1 at the back. Christopher with 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Racing point driver goes sniff as he drops even maybe to position 12 or even 13. Christopher close up to Jasper. He's still... oh, he lost a lot. Okay, never mind. Now there will be a contact. There might be a contact between Nuruzer and Luke. Yellow flag sector 2 and 3. It's probably problems by Libanov. Yes, they are. He has absolutely no front wing, and his point dreams are going over. Now you can see Luke is the only one, Nuruzer is the only one without DRS. But they are still far away at about 1 second. Luke is losing to Nuruzer, so he cannot overtake his countryman from Ferrari. Now we have first blue flags this race. What is last? Hartel. He's letting everyone by. His race, to be honest, is over unless there will be safety car. So now we're heading to the action for the 3rd place. Libanov in the pits. Jody, 3-second time penalty. He gets a lot. He is very fast drive, but he gets a lot of penalties, like we could see in Russia, where he got 12 or even 15 seconds, I remember. Nuruzer still leads the back, but it's lap 4, and he's keeping them very well. Let's see the tires. Okay. Nuruzer starts the lap 5, but now Luke came closer by half of a second. Now this is the time when he may attack Nuruzer, and let's see. It's far away to do a move on Ferrari, but he still tried. He still has DRS for the 2nd zone. This is still a chance for the Williams. A bit unexpected, but actually joined that battle after he couldn't start in F2 race. Nuruzer secures his lead. Jody third, sorry. Yellow flag sector 1, sector 2, and now Jair is spun. He has a problem. He has 3-second time penalty, but he still goes. So the problems of him are now over. Mad fights with Jeroen overtaking the Dutchman. Now Nuruzer with a problem, little one, but still what was something that may influence his result. Lap 5 and everyone is still going. This is interesting, as in F2 like there were like 2 drivers or 3 even retired at this point. Now Luke and Jody both having DRS, but Jody seems to be a little faster. Yes, he is. Now he may do it. Goes into turn 1 and he doesn't overtake Luke. Luke still secures second. He has DRS. Again, we have 5 drivers fighting for the lead. Luke, Jody, Axel and Isai. But there are no moves done here on the first 6 laps. So between the top 5, Christopher still goes in. But he has Mikulity just behind him. The Racing Point driver seems to lose the position. Isai hits the wall, losing his chances to win this race. As you can see, he has a front wing damage. Luma will overtake him, probably same as Virzu. Yes, he has one, but hope it is only yellow. But I guess it's orange. Let's go back to the top. Now Luke has lags, but he didn't get kicked. Oh, Nurluser actually has lags. Leaving off for a second time penalty. Oh, what's happening with this lobby? I don't know. Yellow flag defeats. I don't know, to be honest. It was probably Wolves, I guess. But I go back to the top. I just need to check out everything. Top 4 seems to have no problems except Nurluser. And Virzu is just behind Isai. Luma didn't escape from the Italian. And he stays 2 tenths behind. But the gap seems to be smaller. Now Virzu overtakes by the outside line. He goes out of the track but still does it. Getting the 6th place. So we have 4 drivers fighting. Okay, by this thing, I just repaired it, I guess. Okay, the table, but now Isai tries to do a revenge move. Nurluser overtaken by Luke. Luke goes inside and he does it, getting the lead of this race ahead of Nurluser. Third is Jody right now, so he will now have DRS to overtake maybe both. Isai with the 3-second time penalty. Nurluser tries to do a move, but he's lagging Jody with a dive into inside. And he locked up, but still, he stays third. And now Nurluser, whoa! He's very struggling with his internet. As you can see, he has very big problems, which he didn't have in the qualifying. Harden is the only one to take 2 stops. Christopher from position 12 to 19, everyone did 1 stop. Jody tried to do a move outside, but only lost on it. Did Luma have has a damage? Does Luma? No. Isai stays behind. Isai still ahead of Virzu, but Jasper wants to overtake both. As you can see, the title championship only gets more intense and intense and intense. Virzu is closing to Isai, same as Jasper, closing to Virzu, and even both. They go 3 wide into turn 1. And Jasper goes inside, gaining the most on it. And P6. And we have yellow flags everywhere because it's Jordi with a spin. He crashes down without front wing keys. And he will lose a lot on it. Yeah, literally goes through him, but Jody rejoins finally the track. Finally, we can say, but he has no front wing and his point chances are lost. Same as Jasper once, as he gave 2 positions. But do you see, he has probably a minor damage. He has to have. But he's still just behind. Axel tries to overtake no loser, but it's not done still. Luke leads the race by 1.5 of a second. Now Jesper still doesn't lose his title chances, but they are now very small. Let's see what's happening here with no loser in the pits. And Luma gets spun! And he crashes, no, fortunately, with Isa and Mirzu. Jesper goes third. What a disaster for the Belgian. Finally, he rejoins the track, but you can see, their tires are gone. 9 laps on soft. They are undrivable on this period. Edzex is avoiding all of the mistakes, got some hearts. Simply lovely. And he goes 7 right now. And Jair tries to overtake Luma, he gets a penalty. He goes off of the track. It's a battle between Toro Rosso. I don't know, I know they are Racing Point colors. And Williams, but also watches the battle, enjoys it. At least he may spectate during racing. This is the most beautiful thing, to be honest. When your race is a disaster. Jair overtakes Luma, getting 5th. Luma's spin gave some problems. Jesper goes 3rd. Now the gap between him and Luke is 15 points. And Jody fights with Bjarne, overtakes him. So now Jody has 7 points of loss. He's now losing the title chances, to be honest. Maybe the 2nd place still is possible, but now he's out of it. Jair doesn't fight, and it's Haas of Hartwell just unlapping himself. So we're like turned into the boring stage as there's strategy battles, so no fighting, not boring, but strategy battles are here. Let's see what's happening with it. Was it Bjarne? There was probably a little contact between them. And Wolves touched the wall. But also the Racing Point has DRS. Now he goes the outside line to turn 1, fighting with Bjarne. And he's done it with a beautiful Wolf into the first chicane. Luke goes to the pits, so his tires are probably gone. Jesper goes with mediums, so he may stay a lot longer, like 5 or 6 more laps. Edzax with 6th place, but he goes with hard. He also has a time penalty. Luma and Jair on the pits. Also Axel joined it, we could see it. Christopher goes 11. And Christopher follows. Mikulizzi, I say, that's the fastest lap. Jair goes out of the pits. Not 10, maybe 11. Yes, 11. I don't think that. Oh, okay. Jelen will also try, get him. Edzax now overtaken by no loser, but both have lags. Luke has to watch out. We have someone. Let's see how if it's possible. No, I can't see here. So now Edzax still is on the 3rd place, blocking Luke nicely and easily. Maybe Nuluzer and Edzax and Luke will Nuluzer and Luke will gain to Jesper on the 1st lap of their stints, as Jesper has to go to the pit. Oh, there is lag still with a move on Luke. And now this thing is complicated. Does Luke has damage? No. Jair fighting with Jerome, and there was a contact between the Ferraris. Jerome goes inside line to the stadium. Hairpin goes out of the track, but still overtakes Jair to get position number 11. Now we can see Axel overtook Ajax, and as Luke is going to do it. Yes, it happened. Now Christopher also tries to attack Mikulicki on the inside line, but he's way too far to do a move. And Ivanov went close, very close to Wolves for the P16. Got fights with Bjarne for the P18. In the season 1 we could see we would see them fighting for like P5, P6, P7, but not this time, not these days. Now you can see Georgie with another second time penalty, but Axel is about to overtake the loser, going into the right side. What the speed he has, as the loser is not pushing, as he has cards. Axel will have to pit once again. He knows what to do. Jasper leading the race by 11 seconds. But he still has to come to the pits. It's like 2 laps before the pit stop, at least I did it. Christopher overtakes Mikulicki. Okay. I've never expected anything like this. Okay. But now also Yair fights with Axel. There was a contact between them, even double. And Yair has to wait for an attack, at least for another chicane, and even Jeroen tries to go through Toro Rosso, Racing Point and Red Bull. Now we are watching. Whoa, Axel losing, and he's out of the race. What a result for the Red Bull. He had a chance to get nice points. Now there should be safety car. There has to be. Axel the fastest lap of the race. Now Axel with a disaster, to be honest. He had a chance today. I don't know what happened, but he'll probably have a report. Yair also retires from the session, and he goes out of the race. Coming to the stadium section, 1 lap to DNFs. But we have still a race. There has to be safety car. This is on. So many accidents on this lap. Lap number 15 started by Jasper. And there has to be safety car. But yellow flags disappear. And we will not have that one. And now Hartel gets 5 second time penalty for ignoring blue flags. So probably someone's probably complaining on it, and Axel, he pushes a lot, but he gets a 3 second time penalty. Like Jasper's about to come to the pit, which he does. Yair left the session. Let me turn up the TV, and there we go. Lap 16, Axel leads. But a reminder is that he has to pit. Which position will Jasper come? It's probably going to be P10 even. No, it's only P7, not P10. So nice. And also Christopher is overtaken by Mikulicki. These guys are fighting for the P8 right now. Jasper goes with Hart, and Vizu fights with Isa again. We still have that battle. Isa is on the soft, Vizu on the hard, so it's time to overtake Isa, to be honest. As Isa will have another pit stop. Ajax is the only one without a pit stop. He's 4th right now. So now we're seeing Isa and Vizu fighting for the position number 5. Jasper stays less than 2 seconds behind them. Jod is 12. So this is still a chance for him to get points. But I wonder what about the penalties. Wolves with the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Wilson goes with DRS, but he doesn't have ERS, same as I say. So he still cannot do a move. Look with the 3-second time penalty. Please stop 3, don't win this race. I want the title battle brought here by 3 people. But if the gap will be bigger than 10 points, then what is, to be honest, over. Unless someone will get a disaster. So we will stay with Wilson and Isai. Wilson is 7th with 65 points. Isai is 5th with 103 points. So this battle will not influence their championship positions, but they will still. But this means now a lot of points for them still. So yeah, if he will win this race, as I don't think he will get the fastest lap, he will now equalize with Axel. But to be honest, there should be a little miracle happen to Wilson winning the race. He's losing a lot right now, as I say put on the pushing mode, or the contact, or take damage or something. Jody overtakes Luma, but he has now no DRS. Let's see the tires. Jody has soft, so he will have to pit. So he has to pit. I say tries to attack Axel on the inside to get the 4th place. It's actually a little lag. Now Isai still stays behind. Sorry for a little Polish, I don't know why I said that, but I wanted to say and now, and I said it in Polish. Okay. So still we'll be watching this battle. Isaac actually loses a lot, so he has to pit in the coming 2 or 3 laps, I guess. But he doesn't do it. And Jesper has to say thank you. And Christopherek is disqualified for receiving multiple penalties. And I don't know what's the reason. Christopherek has left. So safety car incoming, I guess. He's at the middle of the track. Why he got disqualified? Explain. Jesper overtakes Edzax to get 6. He has fresher heart than used by 6 laps. Jody still has 1 point, but he's pitting, so P13, 14 is waiting for him after his pit stop. How did Christopher got disqualified? Christopher, come on the chat. We need to know the reason. I don't want to check the race director. Whoa, okay, I understand. I understand. At least nothing's changed by the positions, and we're coming to the main straight with Isai and Jesper. As he will go to the right or to the left. He will go to the inside line to turn 1. He did first move on Red Bull. Now his next target is Isai. The silver arrow of Isai. Jesper had a DRS, but he locks up and he loses position to Vilsu. Yes, and he now has to overtake Vilsu again. So you need to know that Isaac has to pit. Unless he's doing a massive saving his tires, because it's also is about to say thank you. Oh, there's a mistake by Jesper. He comes through, fortunately. was just about to make a spin and lose his title chances. Maybe not the title chances, but most of these chances. Now I say goes to the pits, as I predicted. And we got a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane. So yeah, Christopher Eck had a chance for points, but he ends up with nothing because of the 30 seconds of time penalties. So Axel still is on the lead. Joel, DJ Rowan, and I say leaving the pit stop. Leaving with a 5-second time penalty for spotting the pit lane. I need to check the tires which drivers have. Jody mediums, Gerald mediums, I say mediums. And Leaving also with mediums. Because I don't personally think that the tires will last till the end of the race, the softs. I mean, Jody another physical tire penalty. So, may I see how many penalties has Jody? I don't want him to repeat Christopher Eck's case. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's far away from getting disqualified. Well, with 3 seconds. So the system is 3 second time penalty for corner cutting for Isai, and Cutler gets 5 for speeding in the pit lane. Man, now Jasper, this is the move which makes him get closer to Luke, and he gets position number 4. To be honest, Jasper is much faster than Virzu as he's the title contender. Let us see. I didn't want the race director, but I wanted the tires drivers have. Fastest up still has Axel. Tires. Okay, Jasper, Luke, and Axel, all Jasper, Luke, and Loser, all going to end this race with these tires they have, I guess. And Axel, P1, but he has to put with that mediums. His mediums are going only to last 5 or 6 more laps. And he will do an ultra saving of them. He's 8 seconds ahead. Why the game is showing medium tires for Luke as he has charts? I don't know. And I think my words were right as Virzu is losing 8 tenths, but he has DRS. Not like Jasper. And now he gains something like he will go to half of a second, but not more. 7 tenths, that's how he adds. Jaren is just behind, just ahead of Jody, so there's a battle incoming. There's only less than 1 second of difference between them. They are having surprisingly good race. If we will see this season at his P12, Jody goes with the fastest lap of the race, 116.7. If he will overtake Jeroen and get at least 1 point, he will get another point. Now he doesn't have one. And a little surprisingly, but Jasper still cannot escape from Virzu, even though Virzu has all the tires by 6 laps. As you can see also, Axel is pushing even though, and gaining on Loser even though he has worn tires. So let's see. 30 tires of hards, 12 mediums. Okay, Jody overtakes Jero and they go wheel to wheel on the Kubica overtaking on Russell's corner, let's name like this. And Jody goes with a move on the Ferrari, getting 1 place up. Now he will get that 1 point for the fastest lap, unless he has penalties. But he has 3 penalties, so let's see how many has Jeroen. He's 1 penalty, so he has to escape a lot. I mean Jody. Liban for physical time penalty. Yellow flag sector 2, Libanov is out of the race. The Toro Rosso driver will not finish. Where did he crash? Yellow flag between sector 1 and sector 2, so it's probably with sector 2. Okay, And Mikulicki joined the party with Virzu and Jesper. 9 people on the broadcast, very nice result by you indeed. Maybe this is Libanov here. So let's see, because Handler lost 8 seconds to Libanov. He probably crashed on the section where Handler is coming, which starts from the turn 8. Yes. So this is how he spun. Probably. Mikulicki is about to overtake Virzu. Virzu cannot close to Jesper. Joldy with 3-second time penalty. No, he's very far away from points. And Jesper, oh, he has 3-second time penalty. He's now 6th. I'm not coming to the race director to see it. Okay, Jesper has a little lax. Race director. And let me see. Jesper. He now has 1 penalty. Virzu 2 penalties and Mikulicki has 2 penalties. So, even though Jesper got the penalty, he will not lose the position comparing to right now. And Axel still? He's now 10 seconds ahead of the loser? What? 10 laps to go. I don't think his tires will survive. Garrett is putting softs. ISI stays just behind Edzax. Virzu 3-second time penalty. So he'll probably finish 6th. But he's very, very close to Jesper. Now he has DRS. Same as Mikulicki. Jesper's actually lost on it. Garrett with 3-second time penalty. So let's see. Will Jesper got stuck in the sandwich? No, it will be Virzu as they go 3 wide into turn 1. Virzu gets the position number 4 right now. And Jesper fights with will to will with him, and there was contact between them. Mikulicki will manage to overtake Jesper on the straight. He goes, no, he doesn't go 5th. Jesper still stays ahead because of the penalties. Mikulicki tried to then move inside, but he stays 6th. What a race between them it is. I overtook Edzax meanwhile, but he got a 3-second time penalty when cutting the corner. Okay, this race is pretty interesting. Unlike the usual races in Mexico, which are not that bad, but not the best. As we can't see million battles during the race. Matt got closer to Wolves. Second run of Axel is first. Also, Jesper tries to overtake Virzu down the outside. He will go. Axel's going to pit this laps. Okay, I also bet like this. He has, to be honest. And he will go on soft sinkers and he will get out of the pits behind the top 6. He will be 6th. I think he will do the same strategy as mine. Well, I also think like that. Jesper is spun! No, fortunately, he manages to not get taken out by also Mikulicki, but he is 6th. Virzu now goes 4th. Now the Finns are doing a great job to keep Jesper behind. Luma 3-second time penalty, and ISI is only 1 second behind. He was 8 seconds behind, so he gained 7 seconds on 6 laps on these mediums. Okay. Axel don't gonna pit. Okay, this is now difficult. Is he pitting or not? As his tires will get 24 laps at the end. He will just complain like Hamilton. Yeah, it's like, okay, ISI is out of the race. He missed the braking point, crashed into the wall. If he will leave the session, we may have a cop for the safety car. Mikulicki now fights meanwhile with Virzu. He goes 4th after the DRS. I bet Jesper has 1. for the second zone. Okay. I say out of the race. It's impossible. And whoa, Jesper locks up. He goes wheel to wheel with Virzu. And he gets 5th again. But Virzu goes inside his better line to go for this corner. But Jesper has a better exit to get the position number 5 back. Now his target is Mikulitsi to overtake. To be honest, now Trot is a little safe. As we can see, he will stay at least 10th. Was fighting with Bjarne, who has way too old hard, sorry. Now Bjarne decided to cut the corner, at least to overtake Wolves. And he didn't manage to overtake the Brit. I make it on F1 CL and this strategy worked. Okay. And he's still like by 11 seconds. What a victory it may be. Virzu probably losing the fight for the P4 as he has no ERS. Just prove no DRS, okay. Bjarne has way too old hearts. I think he will pay it as his cards are 26 laps old. I say left the session. Now, as you could see, Jesper little by little cut the corner, but it doesn't mean he will get a penalty. He could probably finish 3rd, Loser 2nd, and Axel 1st. If he will not pit, of course. His tires are going to be 24 laps old. Are they going to survive? The tires has to start to struggle. They're like 60% or even 65%. Loser has fresher tires, even though they are 2 laps old, they have longer life. Let's see how many penalties has Mikulitsi. 1 penalty, 2 penalties. What about Jesper? Only 1. Now Jesper stays ahead of Mikulitsi, making the battle only more intense. Okay then. As you could see, Luke did a little lockup. Look, actually, the Academy driver, after season 1, we did an Academy 2 races in Belgium and Azerbaijan. Luke won Belgian Grand Prix and got promoted to F1. And he got a Williams, and you can see his season. First race in F1 League, a victory. And he's doing very well with 173 points so far, plus 16. This means he will get 189 points after this race if he will stay 3rd. Jody for another 3 seconds, okay. His chances to get points are probably over. Okay, let me drink some water as pretty tired, Amen. After this race, 31 laps, 5 to go, and Axel still manages to keep his medium tires, 90 laps, but as you can see, he's almost sliding, and got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And there's Mercedes behind him, it's Guyet. Bjarne in the pits, finally we can say, as he was in the pits and he had cars for the 29 laps. Guyet will overtake the McLaren. And the question is, when Axel's tire will start dying? This is just a perfection. What's the 3-second time penalty? And Jody got closer to Edzax. He's now 6 seconds ahead of Jeroen. Now, I don't know if Edzax knows that, he probably knows that Jody is fighting for the championship, but does he know that letting Jody by will help Jody to still fight for the championship? I don't know. But can Jody go to overtake the Alpha? He goes inside and they made the contact again. Jody has problems, at least manages to overtake the Latvian. But what's the worst? They will go into it. Okay, Jody escaped, so no problems for the Alphas. But there was the contact, which may cost Jody something. But he's still gaining a lot to Luma, as he did 11 laps on mediums and Luma 20 laps on hards. Nurser's tires are barely surviving. Jasper, if he wants to stay at 4th, he has to catch Mikulitsi as a 50-second time penalty for multiple warnings. You can see Jody is pushing. He gained half of a second in 20 seconds. Now, oh, and Jody spun! And Edzax hit the car of his teammate. And Jody's chances are literally out, and he also hit Jeroen. This is going to be a penalty for the Scottish. Oh man, this is the end of his chances. Maybe even... No, Wolves has too many penalties, so he'll not get points. But now, Jeroen has a wing damage, same as Jody, I guess. But what the hell happened here? Edzax also has damage, but he may stay 8th. Just only with 6/10 of advantage. Axel starting lap 34. And his tires are only getting better than wearing out, which they should after 22 laps. As you can see, 13 seconds approximately. And he's still going. He will have a lot of luck if his tires will come to the end of the race. And there's Mercedes behind him. This is Guyot. If you want to know this one. Guyot actually with the disaster race. Yeah, probably forget about it as soon as he finished the line. Yes, he crosses the line. There's McLaren closing, but it's a PR, that's okay. Jody gained a second to Edzax on the after even 1.5 of a second after this incident. Lap 35 started. Axel's tires are still going. "23 laps. I need to ask you during the conference how much percent his tires got. Look, with a 3-second time penalty. Now, let me have a look. Let's see. Second penalty. Mikulitsi on the podium. Am I right? No, 2 penalties too. So maybe Jasper only having 1. Bjarne got a second time penalty again. So let's see about Axel's tires. He's coming to the last lap. Jody again overtakes Edzax, and Edzax goes inside line, losing good position on Jody. But still remember about Jody's probable penalty. Mikulitsi 3 seconds, Jeroen 3 seconds. So now Jasper is safe, even though he loses more than 3 seconds right now. Axel is about to finish the race on these tires. I don't know if they are going to survive 24 laps. But mine got on 16 lap 50%, so 75 or 80 I guess. And yellow flag in sector 2. Who's the guy that have crashed? No, I can't see a thing. He has to go very carefully right now. Bjarne another 3 seconds. He probably doesn't care about how he will finish. How many penalties he will get, as he's only 14th. Axel goes into the stadium section and he has a spin! But at least it doesn't influence his result. He still goes with his tires, there are no punctures. Or maybe there is a little, but he wins the Mexican Grand Prix, even though he hit a wall at the last stadium section. No loser comes second. Bjarne overtakes Gayet. Second place for Nurzer, losing only 2 seconds after the penalties. Luke loses a lot. Let's see what Jesper will do. Jesper overtakes, we couldn't see that before. Yellow flag sector 2. Hartner returned to the session. And Wilson comes 6. Luma 7. Goes in the last lap. Jody will finish 8th, but I think there will be a little penalty for unsafe release. I know this was a difficult corner with nowhere to go, but 5 seconds I think it's accurate. Jody crosses the line with 8th place. Edzak's Nin. No, he's safe after the penalties. And even Jeroen overtakes Jody by less than a second. Is the battle for the championship over? I don't know for Jody. Rosberg has to have a word. Matt goes 11. Wolf 12. Bjarne and Gayet with a nice spin. Crosses the line with P14. Jody only 1 point. As you can see, he's crashed. Probably lost a wheel or something. So yeah. Axel wins the race. He raced in the F1 League before. He was 4th with fastest lap on Belgium, or even top position, I don't remember. Now he has a fastest lap and a victory, and he goes 12th, I guess. So let's see. No loser second, he lost only 2 seconds. Third was Luke, but he has pole position. Mikulitsi 4th, no, 10th. Vilzu 6th. As you can see, Axel wins the race ahead of the loser Luke, Jesper, Mikulitsi, Vilzu, Luma, Edzak, Jeroen and Jody. Jody with only 1 point. I think the 5 second half penalty will be accurate for that incident. We could see Jesper 12. I say DNF. Vilzu 8 points. Axel also DNF. Now I think it's time to invite drivers to the press conference. The top 3, of course. Okay, so just give me a second. Okay. And not Jesper, but Luke. So, the end of the race, but not the end of the broadcast. 7th was Luma. Edzak finally with the points. First races of 5 races with lack of the points. 2 points gets Jeroen, 1 point goes to Jody. Okay. Welcome.
Hello.
Tough race, to be honest.
I had wing damage all through my hard stint.
How you got one?
With Axel and Edzak.
Okay, I see. I also saw one.
The hairpin. I don't know if somebody pushed me or not, but it felt like so. Because Axel was trying to go around the outside of me, while I was trying to overtake. Well, Edzak was going really slow, and Axel tried to go around the outside, and I think he pushed me, and so I went in the back of Edzak, I think. But yeah, I finished championship-wise. I've done a good job, so.
So there's last race in Brazil, if you want to know.
Yeah, I know.
You have 189 points, 9 points ahead of Jasper, and +7 to Jody.
Okay.
So.
This is with my pole position point added.
Yes.
Okay.
I added one. I'm just collecting the standings. So let me just finish it. Axel with a victory. Like, he has 24 laps won his medium tires, 26 even, as Christopher corrected me.
Well, what strategy? Did he do 2-stop?
No, he did 1 stop, soft mediums.
Wow, that's impressive.
How he did this? I don't know.
Sadly, I couldn't fight him because I got wing damage.
This made you only P3. At least the title battle is secured. Okay, let me just see. Jody loses 16 points right now, so he has to achieve at least 2nd place if he wants to beat you. His chances are low, to be honest.
Yes, he has to be 2nd, yes. And Jasper has... how many points do I have over Jasper?
180.
I mean, between us two.
9.
9. So that means...
So that means...
well,
you are very close.
Where does he have to finish if I retire?
Where... he has to be P6 with fastest lap or pole position, or P5.
Okay, that's okay. It's gonna be hard. Well, I have a small advantage, but if I retire, I'm done.
Yes, to be honest. So let's now sort out the standings. As you're still leading, but 4th is no loser with 150 points. He still may finish 3rd on the standings, but he has to win the race. And Jody retires. Isave stays 5th, Access 6th, disaster race for them. 7th is Mikulic. Wilzu 3 points ahead of Mikulici, so this battle is going to be intense at the end between the Finns. Gayet 9th, Maxwell 10th, Beetle, Axel, Luma, Matt Hartley, that's the top 15. Okay, so thank you for the race. Hope you enjoyed that one. All on the broadcast. So what we can say is thank you, leave a like, smash it and subscribe. See you in Brazil next week and hope that everyone will come. Let's do a record of people on the broadcast. Our record is like 17 people right now. Let's do 30 at least. Now it's time to say goodbye and see you next week in Brazil. Saturday 6 PM UK, Sunday 6 PM UK. Goodbye.